All right, my dear friends, welcome to the Feta Lines Poetical Side Poetry Recital. Poetical reading with the Feta Plains. Happy morning, afternoon, and evening. So, we are being live streamed on Facebook. So, you could just, unlike the other weeks, I mean, it's like last week we couldn't have the recital. Sorry for that, but then we decided to have a short one. But I request you all to present your single, the single poem. So let's begin with Richard Spisak, who is a mainstay of the Fatal Brands, who is an engineer, and he is a multitask, what do you call here? We cannot describe him right in a few words, but yes, please welcome Richard Spisak.
Thank you so much, my brother. It's an honor to be here among this fine group of poets. Um, One of the issues that I follow closely, in addition to my environmental work, is there is a thing called the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, who are constantly monitoring the state of the world, and their concern is the casual thinking about nuclear weapons, nuclear bombs, and sadly, they have what's called a doomsday clock. And as the danger sadly increases for the human life on the planet, they decrease the time till doomsday, till the midnight hour. And they just changed it. They just reduced that time due to the instability in Europe right now. So I wrote a poem about it. It's called Somber Ticking, the Doomsday Clock. Somber ticking marks the passing of human civilization. Will it be lasting? And all the accumulated garish and glitter, also everyone very much reduced to simple littering. Bertram Russell, the great logician, tried to spread the word with his position. He opposed the use of these arms, which to all of mankind would deliver great harm. In his endeavors, amidst accumulated approbation, he tried to articulate again and again, ad nauseum, that those who plan with nuclear weapons to disintegrate should pause, should in every way hesitate. Even the scientists who wrote the music never anticipated that fools might use it. Peacemaker Ellsberg tried to show how horribly easy this world might just go. And when he studied the system that encumbers these weapons from an all too easy, quick selection, marching to some denial savage would reduce us all to lopped off heads of cabbage. Oppenheimer, Einstein, Szilard begged and pleaded for sober, appropriate, greater regard. Like Cassandra, or worse, Pandora, would they, the planners, understand what was intended, what these infernal engines were ultimately used for the end of fauna and flora? Did they recognize the danger at birthing there in the atomic manger? Most of the scientists in the Manhattan Project understood the deadly weapons logic. Once one side begins to use them, and oh brother, and it's all into the tombs then. The doomsday clock there on mankind's wall only tells the time about to fall. Drag your feet, no need to tick. With a little more concern than flick a bick. Let's oppose nuclear weapons, my friends. Let's oppose war. Thanks.
Yeah, thought-provoking one and really timely presentation, very much needed. That's what poets do, writing, inspiring, yeah, throwing light into the minds of gloomy ones. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for coming up with, yes, such a, wonderful pieces. This is very much needed. Thank you. Moving ahead, Domnic Windram is our a regular participant, a regular poet. He's a multitasking. He's a fight master, I would say. Yes, please welcome Domnic Williams.
Thank you.
Domnic Windram. I beg your pardon.
This poem is called Childhood Memories. Childhood memories are still vivid in my mind when warm dreams merge with mundane realities. The park's painted swings with their rainbow-like colours always enticed my curious eyes. Fresh pink and milk-white blossoms could alter rigid perceptions in springtime's fresh hours. I remember the garden where I used to walk, alone among the flowers, where dewdrops glistened like silvery gifts, and I felt like the wise king of suburbia for a blessed moment in time. And the sun rose buttressing a long summer day. It was all golden, languid and sweet. Oh, it stretched across skies of azure blue. Even when it rained, eternity itself seemed to wink at me through ominous yet fleeting clouds. I loved youth's green age, and it still sustains my faith. Thank you.
Short and sweet, so beautiful.
Thank you.
Please give it up for Domnic Windram. And thank you for joining, Domnic. Please keep coming.
Thank you.
Moving on. Our next poet is our veteran. She's an inspiring personality who writes in Hindi and English. Please welcome Meena Chauhan.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all poets. So today I'm going to read Hawa, the wind. India is these days so hot, so I have written one small poem for wind. हवा, जब हवा चलती है, तेज धूप में जब धरती जलती है, जब हवा चलती है, तेज धूप में जब धरती जलती है, परिश्रम पसीना बनकर निकलती है, जीवन का कितना सुखद आनंद होता है जब मंद मंद शीतल हवा चलती है। जब हवा चलती है, तेज धूप जब सिर पे चढ़ता है, तब हवा गर्म हो जाता है, जीवन का कर्म हमेशा चलता रहता है। जब तेज धूप सिर पे चढ़ता है, तब हवा गर्म हो जाता है, जीवन का कर्म हमेशा चलता रहता है। यह तो मौसम है, हरदम बदलता रहता है। यह तो मौसम है, हरदम बदलता रहता है जब हवा चलती है। इसका घर बार नहीं, इसका घर बार नहीं, न प्रेमी न दुश्मन। इसका घर बार नहीं, न प्रेमी न दुश्मन। बड़ी मस्त मौला है, न कोई फिक्र न कोई डर। जिधर चाहती उधर घूम जाती जब हवा चलती है। शहर, गांव, बस्ती, नदी, रेत, निर्जन, हरे खेत, पोखर, सभी को झुलाती झूमती चली जाती है जब हवा चलती है। न रंग है इसका न रूप, न रंग है इसका न रूप, दूर उड़ी चली जाती है, हाथ न किसी की आती है जब हवा चलती है। युगों से गगन को बिना कष्ट श्रम को के संभाले रहती है। युगों से जग को बिना कष्ट श्रम के संभाले रहती है। यही है जो सभी प्राणियों को पिला प्रेम जिलाए रखती है जब हवा चलती है, जब हवा चलती है। जो छोटी सी कविता प्रसन्ना मैंने कोशिश की है लिखने की। सो
थैंक यू मैम। जब हवा चलती है, रुख बदल जाती है, धूप का। धन्यवाद मैम, thank you for coming. And moving on to our next poet. Our next poet is our retired army man. Please welcome Gopal Purdhuni sir. Please welcome. Please.
Thank you very much, Prasanna ji. My greeting for everyone. Today, I'm going to say again in Hindi, if you permit me. उसमें मैंने कोशिश की है कुछ ऐसी परिभाषाएं इकट्ठा करने की जिनकी के सच्चाई पहले और थी, अब सच्चाई उनकी कुछ बदल गई है। तो इस सभी में व्यंग है, थोड़ा थोड़ा व्यंग है, कुछ ह्यूमर क्रिएट करने के लिए। तो सबसे पहले मैं एक सच्चाई बयान करता हूँ जो हमारे टाइम पर, मेरे जैसे जितने भी ओल्डी हैं बैठे हुए, हमारे टाइम पर कुछ और थी, अब कुछ और हो। मैं अर्ज कर रहा हूँ कि इजहार मोहब्बत में अब क्या चलन हो गया कि नजरें चुरा लेते हैं आई लव यू कहते कहते। इजहार मोहब्बत में अब क्या चलन हो गया, कितना चेंज हो गया कि नजरें चुरा लेते हैं आई लव यू कहते कहते आजकल के बच्चे। और दूसरी एक सच्चाई है जो कि हमारे टाइम पर कुछ और थी, अब उसकी परिभाषा, उसका मतलब बिल्कुल बदल गया। खूबसूरती पहले तो सिर्फ खुदा का हुनर था, भगवान ने किसी को खूबसूरत बना दिया, खूबसूरत बन गया। खूबसूरती पहले सिर्फ खुदा का हुनर था, अब हर पार्लर में बिकने लगी। खूबसूरती अब हर पार्लर में बिकने लगी। तो एक और छोटी सा है जो क्या अगेन वही सच्चाई है कि सच्चे प्यार की अब परिभाषा बदल गई। सच्चे प्यार की अब परिभाषा बदल गई। पहले तो सिर्फ एक ही से हुआ करती थी मोहब्बत, पहले तो सिर्फ एक ही होता थी और उसको बोलते थे सच्चा प्यार है। आजकल सबसे सच्चा प्यार है, बहुत लोग हैं। और उसके बाद जो आजकल के असली आशिक हैं उनके बारे में मैं कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ कि आजकल के आशिक ब्रॉड माइंडेड हो गए, इतने खुले दिल के हो गए कि मल्टीपल का जमाना है भैया, ये मल्टीपल का जमाना है। तो इतने ब्रॉड माइंडेड हैं कि वो सबको अकोमोडेट कर देते हैं। तो एक और चीज है जो बच्चों को हम जब भी कोई बोलते हैं वो कहते हैं मेरे पास समय नहीं है, कि समय की कमी की भी हद हो गई। अब समय कितना कम है हर एक के पास, समय की कमी की भी हद हो गई कि एक्स का वीडियो मिटाने के भी भूल गए लोग। एक्स भी है और और भी चलता रहता है। इसी तरह ये तो था थोड़ा सा ह्यूमर क्रिएट करने के लिए, लेकिन एक मैंने छंद लिखा है, 4 लाइनर, कथा कहते हैं उर्दू में उसको या रुबाई कहते हैं, कि वो थोड़ा सा गहराई में है, सच्चाई है, गहराई है और असली सीन दिखाया गया है उसमें। ये 4 लाइनें हैं, कृपा करें अगर परमिट करते हैं, कि बड़े चालाक बनते हो, उसने बोला कि बड़े चालाक बनते हो, मेरे ही शीशे में नजर चुराते हो। बड़े चालाक बनते हो, मेरे ही शीशे में नजर चुरा रहे हो। पीछे मैं शीशा देख रही थी, पीछे भाई साहब मुझे शीशे में देख रहे थे क्या करने हैं। बड़े चालाक बनते हो, मेरे ही शीशे में नजर चरा रहे हो। अखबार वाले हो तुम, अखबार वाले हो तुम, मेरे ही दिल की हर खबर चुरा रहे हो। कुछ हमसे सीख लेते मोहब्बत के हुनर भी, कुछ हमसे सीख लेते मोहब्बत के हुनर भी, क्या पागलों की तरह बैठ के आंसू बहा रहे हो। क्या पागलों की तरह बैठ के, आजकल कोई आंसू बहाता है? मोहब्बत करते हैं तो भी कोई किसी की परवाह नहीं करता, सब बड़े चालाक हो गए हैं। ये सच्चाइयां हैं। इसके साथ ही अगर आप परमिट करें, मैंने कुछ उर्दू में एक गजल कही है, छोटी सी गजल है,
Sir,
अगर
if you,
परमिट
sir,
करें मैं
next week
बोलता
you can
हूँ।
have it. Sir, next week you can
हाँ,
have
देखिए मेरे हैंड राइटिंग की लिखी हुई है।
it.
तो
Okay.
इसमें मैंने अर्ज किया है कि जी भर के देख लूं मैं, भर लूं नजर के प्याले। जी भर के देख लूं मैं, भर लूं नजर के प्याले, ये जाम जिसकी कीमत पिएंगे पीने वाले। ये जाम जिसकी कीमत पिएंगे पीने वाले, हमें मिले ना मिले। दूसरा अगला शेर है कि मेरे दिल में गड़ गई ये हुस्न ये जवानी, मेरे सीने में गड़ गई ये हुस्न ये जवानी, छलका के छलका प्याला होंठों से आ लगा ले, जी भर के देख लूं मैं भर लूं नजर के प्याले। अगला शेर है कि काटा जिगर का जालिम वो जुल्फ तेरी नागन, तेरी नागन जुल्फ ने जिगर को काट दिया, दिल को काट दिया, कहाँ से लाऊं मैं जो इसका जहर पी डाले। वो भगवान शिव ही थे जिन्होंने सभी देवताओं के सारा जहर खुद ही पी लिया, कि काटा जिगर पे जालिम वो जुल्फ तेरी नागन, कहाँ से लाऊं मैं जो जहर पी डाले। तो फिर एक और आपको पसंद आएगा एक शेर है, आखिरी शेर है कि कुछ फासला नहीं है तेरी मेरी नजर में, जब नजर मिलती है उसको अंदर कोई फासला नहीं रहता, कुछ फासला नहीं है तेरी मेरी नजर में, एक रूह दो बदन में तकते हैं तकने वाले। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका प्रसन्ना जी।
Wonderful, sir. Please give it up for Gopal Purdhuni, sir, who rendered, very contemporary, very Sussane both, sir. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
बहुत बहुत थैंक यू आपका, बहुत बहुत थैंक यू आपका, धन्यवाद।
Please welcome Lantern Carrier, who is our, mainstay poet. Lantern Carrier.
Thank you. Right, let me bring it up. Sorry, I was taking unawares. The magnificent plateau, splashes of undulating white, makes the ravine looks even more beautiful. We've seen these scenes before, surges of aquamarine ripples beneath a canopy of blue sky and scattered clouds. You hold my gaze, a nature lover, watching the stream seeping through the magnificent cobbled stones on either side of this stunning canyon. The verdant hue of the foliage stands regal, enclosed by glorious gray rock walls, plus an amphitheater of magical cliffs dominating the lushness of this plateau. The harps of minstrels call to me, my beloved whispering melodies to hearts blending together as one in this breathtaking pinnacle moment of being. I gaze upwards, my soul spilling gratitude for this bewildering light of creation. Poem 2. Hang on, I think I lost it. Give me a second. Shades of beauty, contouring confidence, pride. We're all sacred butterflies, delicate miracles emerging from dark, resilient cocoons, bodily cages that bind us to alluring ties necessary for progress. We're a tapestry of flowers, red roses, bluebells, and hydrangeas, unfurling white tulips, red-crested African starlings, darting between foliage, chanting the melodies of the soul. We're a pervading stillness in which gleaming rays dance, unfolding the grandeur of creation in a citadel of love divine. Miraculous beings, all filled with the rhapsody of supernal sweetness. Pride is another important shade of beauty, a manifestation of life, liberty, equality, and the pursuit of happiness, reminding us of the oneness of spirit, diversity, respect, and tolerance for self-esteem needs, a desire to love and be loved in our common humanity. In our myriad shades of beauty, the maestro knows that the instruments and instrumentalist, the audience, all have a part to play in addressing the finesse of his performance. In a meadow of love, lilies complement the daffodils, while magnolias unfold to the light of beauty like a stately peacock. Yet they all blend in harmony, offering up their fragrances and sacrifice to Mother Gaia. Beauty is a kind, sympathetic heart reaching out to me in my abyss. Baldwin and Isherwood were brilliant gay writers, One championed the rights of Black people in America and the diaspora, while the other inspired souls to godliness. The LGBTQIA plus flag covers a plethora of virtues, honoring diversity, yet the question of gender identity still creates pain. Clever crafting of the eye and contouring, the shading of the face, nose, or way one walks, gestures, or dresses can provoke abuse and affect the relationship with self-confidence. The African-American Marsha P. Johnson championed the right of the LGBTQIA plus community, made waves for equality and justice. Alan Turing, mathematician, was persecuted, but cracked the Enigma code during World War II and was later named the most iconic figure of the 20th century. Evolution has enhanced science and medicine in this pageantry of rainbows, sunsets, and horizons in what should be a temple of love. Yet a nation bans books for spreading the message of integration over the narrowness of separation and emotional pain. May the beauty of our light shines so no one risks trauma to defend their choices. Beauty is a hummingbird, scripting harmonies in a heart enchanted, a soul lost in the bewilderment of its own gaze. The sapphire moon whispers to the night, even as stars waltz on the darkness, so hearts may rejoice. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Brilliant, sir. Undoubtedly, listening to you is like reading a book.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please, my dear friends, you're requested to present a single poem. We have up next Susan and Joan and Scott, but before that, Unmesh.
Hey, Prasanna, as always.
Sir, unmute, sir, please.
Hey, Prasanna, thanks. It's always great to be here. Here we go. So this is something which I have wrote recently, and it's a new poem. Here we go. मेरी तलब कुछ अलग, मेरी तलब कुछ अलग, सुबह सुबह समुंदर का किनारा, शाम पहाड़ों के नाम, फिर रात कविताओं के साथ जाम, दोस्तों की मस्ती, कुछ अच्छी कुछ सस्ती, परेशान सी है पता नहीं आजकल सारी बस्ती, कभी क्रिकेट का मैच तो कभी योगा मैट, रास्ते में मिले अजनबी से बात, थोड़ी मुलाकात, थोड़ा किसी को दिया न मांगे हाथ, कटिंग चाय जैसे शक्कर का समुंदर, बारिश की बूंदे, मिट्टी की खुशबू, गटर का पानी, रास्ते के खड्डे, ट्रैफिक लाइट का लगना, नियमों का जलना, रॉन्ग साइड गाड़ी चलाना, राइट साइड पर लोगों का तड़पना, सही गलत जिंदगी अपनी थोड़ी अलग, हम जिंदा है और साथ है हमारी तलब, साथ है हमारी तलब. Thank you. And there is, if you allow me, there is a short one.
Yeah, short one.
Yeah, short one. Sitting on my sofa early morning, I can see the fog engulfing the trees outside. Trees in no mood to wake up. Birds try to wake them up by making noises, but they are so lazy. A creative bird might be a poet bird, make some loud noises. The poet is ignored. The mountains are not seen at all, covered by the blanket of fog. Winter is slowly spreading its wings. Officially, it has arrived. Sun is trying to throw his rays. Rays are lazy, weary, sleeps in the middle of the journey. Few sun rays reach earth, few are sleeping. The lovers are sleeping, touching the warm bodies, hoping the morning never converts into a full-blown day. Poets are awake as the soft sunlight kisses the earth, giving a welcome hug to her beloved. We watch it all, we live it all. We watch it all, we live it all. Thank you, thanks a lot.
Wow, that's brilliant, sir. Really, poesy, poesy, poesy. Yes, poet is ignored, but yes, wonderful. Like the Hindi and Hindi English one too. Deep. Beautiful. Thanks for coming, sir. Thank you. Now, please welcome Scott Norman Rosenthal. After a long gap, he's been having a sleeping disorder, so it's time that doesn't match us up. So please welcome Scott Norman Rosenthal.
Thank you.
Unmute. Scott, unmute.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna call up the poem. You'll be able to see me, but I can't see you. This one is called Electroshock, Sovereignty. Refuse of stars, hemmed by laboratories, reaching skies untainted, darkness of mind, horror encapsulated, your pedestals stifle. Stay on them. We have our own. We are more than the sum of our naming, louder as the sum of our living.
Is that all?
These are 3 letters. This is 3 letters. 1, Kyle Rittenhouse. First aid to those who claim you as enemy. Extinguish a fire. Erase cliches from walls. Are others always evil? Does Flora Westbrook's cry, murderer, from ashes, a life of 30 years? Did you burn it? Did her neighbors? Black, white, folk desperate, lives gone. Never finished high school. I make poems. Back in '90, I read with Etheridge Knight. Ideas etched in stone, cried out in towns. I don't speak for all the bullied, driven down sidewalks, around corners. Beaten, vilified, work denied, dreaming broken. Like murdered dogs, starved cats. Been there, done that. Back in the day, Daniel Kiner attacked me. I wouldn't shut up as homes were stolen. Twice my size, attacked 3 times. Ran from a pocket knife you'd use on a lemon. Now Antifa stalks, threatens. History, life, transcend the banality of sides. 2, Ms. Flora Westbrook's. Moon too full to sleep, noise, lives smashed, burned out. 30 years cutting hair, styling time. Dreams, anger, compassion. Jesus saw we are neighbors, even those people in the streets. Nobody liberates us who would silence our voice. 3, on shipping to Grandma Brenda and Dantea. 2 cramped rooms, no boots, few socks, abundant cold and wet. Boots, socks, food. For now, time is relentless. We grow so tired.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Thank you. That was lovely. That was really thought-worthy, thought-provoking one. Stay on, my dear friends. We have Susan, Isaac, Roopali ma'am, Joan, but before that, Gargi Saha.
Thank you, sir.
It's very nice to be here.
Susan,
Thank
you need to stay for a while. I mean, a little while. I'll call you. I mean, Gargi
Oh, I
Saha.
thought you said my name. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Gargi Saha.
Thank you, sir. Here goes my poem, Golden Moments. On your face, I see a galaxy of stars. You are one of them, shining brightly in my darkness. I behold you, steady, firm, determined, as the tall mountains facing the tsunamis of life. In you, I find 1,000 opportunities opening. If one closes, several others open. In you, I find support of life, support for living. I am a creeper. Help me scale heights of undistinguished peaks. In you, I find realities to confront the world. In you, I find an ocean of love without any contours that keeps ever flowing, ever rushing, lively as a cuckoo, where music enthralls all in the scorching heat. In you, I find generosity that gives to the world without any expectations benevolently. In you, I find hope in the remotest darkness to raise the head and keep marching to reach the destination. I wish we would never depart from this transitory world. Let's capture those golden moments in an eternal treasure that would never be lost, but be the joys for the unknown tomorrow. Thank you.
Wow, beautiful, man, beautiful. In you, I find in you. Beautiful poem. Thanks for coming. Now, please welcome Joan Rao, who is after a long time coming. Joan.
Hello,
Please.
good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, please go
I
ahead.
miss you all. I'm so sorry I've been so away for so long, but here is my poem. The title is I Will Murder Time. With a sigh of escape from the swamp of recollection, the smile that stood before lost its luster, shrugged, and fell over. Why and how are the questions? Shapeless, can't find the solution. And this clock of long suffering will be concealed in disruption. Though they continue to fight and progress, still this body and mind are exhausted. Being steadfast amid the test and constantly rising from the ashes. And when my sanity is fully abandoned, I will murder the time to sneak into heaven for a while and pluck the fruit of success and taste its delicate sweetness and rest a little in perfect peace, just a little, before I return to reality and fulfill my divine purpose in this lifetime. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's why I call you a cerebral poet, Joan. Always very lively. And thank you. Thanks for coming after a long gap.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, please welcome Sussane West joining us for the first time. Please, Susan, you could just introduce yourself and read out your, poems. Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. So, I'm Sussane West, and this is my first time here. I'm very happy to be here. So I have one poem. To listen is to love.
Susan, you could introduce yourself first.
Oh, how should I introduce myself?
Oh, by reading a bio, or you could just look at your mirror. You could just describe yourself. Otherwise, you could just say.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm a poet, a writer, a teacher. I live in California. I'm a professor of psychology, and my forte is transpersonal psychology. I have a collection of poems called Subterranean Light, and I'm very passionate about helping and working with caregivers. And I have a book called Soul Care for Caregivers, How to Help Yourself While Helping Others, and really teaching about self-care and the importance of it. And I'm a grandma, and I have 4 wonderful little grandbabies. Thank you. I've
Lovely,
never
lovely.
had to introduce myself at an open mic before.
But such
Okay.
an honor having you, such an honor having you. You could read your poem, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. This is called To Listen is to Love. To listen is to dethrone the surface mind, be led by the silky hushes of sky, thrumming of roots, the blood, the sounds of blood, prose, the tears and wings inside words, the subterranean mind. Listening delivers us to the vastness at the core of everything. To listen is to love. When I don't listen to you, you become lonely, hollow. I hear anger steaming inside every word and the spaces between. We have listening wounds. We were dismissed at best. It's not our fault. We need to scream about it. Listen to our wounds. Let them speak. Listening graces the scars. Listen, feel how our words close when we are bitter. Listen to what's behind the fortress of thoughts. To listen is to bless. Listen to the other until there is no other. I am drawn to people who hear quiet things. The mountain wants us to listen the way she does. Thank you.
Listen, yes. Beautifully recited, ma'am. So beautiful, beautiful boy. And please do come every week. And such an honor having you. And please put your hands together, my dear friends, for Sussane West, who graced our show for the first time. Sussane West, thank you for coming.
Thank
Yes, moving on. Yes, my dear mentor, Roopali Sircar, ma'am. And she requires no introduction. Please welcome her. Roopali Sircar, ma'am.
Good evening, Prasanna. I hope that your mother is feeling much better. I know she's not well, and last week we couldn't meet. And I think that because of the tremendous heat that is sweeping over our country right now, and Meena just read a poem on the wind, hot winds that are blowing. Of course, Unmesh talked about winter, but you should drink some water, keep a glass of water with you. I'm feeling very concerned. So you've been the caregiver, and we just heard about caregivers. Our friend Susan, you take care of the psychological, the things of caregivers. So you've been a caregiver to your mother. I'm going to read a very short poem. It's called, I just want to share that I wrote this poem for an anthology called Hunger, and it was rejected. And this was my first ever rejection while we are writing these poems these days. But so it's going to be coming out in another anthology now, but today I'm going to read it out to you. It's called Hunger. Ask and thou shalt receive, they said, and turned me away at the door. The holy book had lied to me. I now look for morsels on the floor. Bring me your hungry and your poor. She held out the lamp of liberty. But the immigration officer laughed and said he really had no such memory. He stamped a no on my passport and turned me away, saying, "No more." Every night, huddled and hungry, I had dreamt of a fairyland, and now the place of milk and honey is only a castle of sand. The senator from Florida screamed, "This wretched refugee will snatch our bread. We just cannot let them in." The billionaire guests at his campaign sipped champagne and nodded their heads. They also merrily nibbled black caviar on paper-thin slices of bread. So this is about the immigrant who is trying to find a home in another country. Thank you so much. This is my poem for this evening.
Yeah, I wonder why some poets being rejected, and sometimes who the judges or who the editors and
No, but it's important, it's important that we get rejected also, because unless we have pain, we cannot write. So, it's very important to feel something inside.
Yeah, maybe you're right, ma'am. You're right. Yes, for that. Yes, thank you, ma'am. And we have Jennifer, Somdatta, Shyam, and Michael too. So before that, Isaac Cohen.
Dear Kumar, dear friends in the world, Isaac Cohen. Dear Muse, dear Muse, I close my eyes. You come with a poem. You are as beautiful as the nice poem that you give me. Thank you. And the second, Isaac Cohen, the trickle of love. We walk along the river. The trickle of the water echoed like your heartbeat. I drank you and still thirst. Thank you, Isaac Cohen, Israel.
Thank you, Isaac. You're smiling and beautiful for Isaac Cohen. His eyes always short and smiles a lot.
Thank you.
So thank you, Isaac. Ganga, please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Yeah.
Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to receive invitation from Prasanna ji after a long time to attend live recital video program. I would like to recite a poem on first splash of monsoon shower. First splash of monsoon shower. Monsoon usually arrive after summer that actively detoxifies skin, relaxed muscles, rejuvenates the body. So now reciting the merits, the advantages of this first splash of monsoon. My poem, First Splash of Monsoon, runs like this. Tears of ice or of skies change nowhere, not even here, before and after. Tears of ice or of skies change nowhere, not even here, before and after. Standing alone, I watch rains beneath the noiseless roof of interminable corner. Standing alone, I watch rains beneath the noiseless roof of interminable corner. While watching rains, an unknowable bird of memory flies over gray skies. While watching rains, An unknowable bird of memory flies over gray skies, reminding paper boats I had thrown into lap of rains with childhood mates. Reminding paper boats I had thrown into lap of rains with childhood mates. Sudden spell of rains threats me silence. Listen echoes of monsoon showers. Sudden spell of rains threats me silence. Listen echoes of monsoon showers. Summer showers in coffee growing regions, scratching nails to blossom over flowers. Summer showers in coffee growing regions, scratching nails to blossom over flowers. The sky hurling down with a high-speed wind into the lyrical thunderstorms. The sky hurling down with a high-speed wind into the lyrical thunderstorms. Clouds coming, temperature falling, hits with sweet scent, somewhere new sun brightens. Clouds coming, temperature falling, hits with sweet scent, somewhere new sun brightens. Monsoon rain makes your garden cool and shady. Its birds, blossoms are yours. Monsoon rain makes your garden cool and shady. Its birds, blossoms are yours. The girl you loved or unloved, glowworms longed for are also yours. The girl you loved or unloved, glowworms longed for are also yours. Downpour summer brings relief. I listen raindrops falling onto earth. Downpour summer brings relief. I listen raindrops falling onto earth. Leaves of thirsty leaves, fleshed by bright wings of glowworms to get warmth. Leaves of thirsty leaves, fleshed by bright wings of glowworms to get warmth. Now this recitation is over. Prasanna ji, I am reciting a small micro one. The title is Music of Love. Music of Love. Tonight I hear clear call of music amid wimpling, wincing and leaping of rains. Tonight I hear clear call of music amid wimpling, wincing and leaping of rains, as though it were the music of love. So sweet, I have been waiting since so many months. As though it were the music of love. So sweet, I have been waiting since so many months. When I am alone, listen music of love, hidden inside heart, to discover rhythm of 7 tunes. When I am alone, listen music of love, hidden inside heart, to discover rhythm of 7 tunes. Become sort of spirit, never dies, carries to bower, where evokes highest aspirations, where words fail, music speaks. Become sort of spirit, never dies, carries to bower, where highest aspirations, as where words fail, music speaks. I hugged music, inhaling its sweet scent, scent of its sweet tunes. I hugged music, inhaling its sweet scent, scent of its sweet tunes, treasure in unknowable depth of heart for therapeutic values. Treasure in unknowable depth of heart for therapeutic values. My recitation is completely completed. Namaskar. Now over. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Beautiful description of rain. Beautifully presented. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Moving on, our next poet is, yes, is a retired professor. Please welcome Michael Anthony Ingram.
All right, hello everyone. I bring you greetings from Washington, D.C. I'd like to share 2 pieces, one short and one a little longer. But the first is my tribute to Billie Holiday. She was a famed jazz singer in the 1930s and 40s. And the piece is titled, "A Little Billy in the Morning Goes Better with My Coffee Than Either Sugar or Cream." Here we go. A little Billy in the morning goes better with my coffee than either sugar or cream. Natural, low in calories, containing no trans fat. Yes, a little Billy in the morning goes better with my coffee than either sugar or cream. She has a jazzy, melodic aroma and a fine and mellow taste, still bittersweet to the tongue, like the strange fruit which grows sadly on the blood-colored, dark green leaves of a Mississippi mourning tree. Yes, a little Billy in the morning goes better with my coffee than either sugar or cream. I savor every taste because I can already tell it's going to be a bad day. The next one. The Boxer, Life and God. Young man, your arms are too short to box with God. Let life do it. Let life take quick and risky shots and trade blows with the biggest puncher of them all. Let life stick and move, bob and weave, and play possum in the ring. However, life, like a tag team partner, unwilling to take his turn. He avoids fisticuffs and mutinous acts when entering the ring. So each day I fight alone. Young man, your arms are too short to box with God. You must allow life to take the lead, to take the quick and risky shots. You must allow him to trade punches and blows again with the biggest boxer, puncher of them all. But again, I fight each day alone. Round the clock, I wrangle, a public agony of 24 rounds. There are hooks and uppercuts flying back and forth like moths to a flame. My lips are dripping and drenched with blood. My body drops to the canvas with every punch, and I scream like Roberto Duran, "No mas." Gloves do not cushion the blows that I receive. I swallow a large portion of my own resolve to fight on. Young man, your arms are too short to box with God. Yet I need life to fight the battle with me, to truly be my partner, to stand up and be counted on, to help me counteract uncertain times. Life's reticence to scuffle continues to be suspicious and confusing due to this fight. In fact, he plans the matches. Every night I receive a call from him. I'm sorry, he says, but there is no time to prepare or train for the next fight. So I am untrained and unprepared for my newly born opponent's strength, unpredictability, and power. Harder, quicker, stronger are the three words life loves to say. Life is irascible behind closed doors, rooting me on, yet refusing to fight with me. Thank you.
Oh, wow. My dear friends, put your hands together for Michael Anthony Ingram. That's Michael for you, my dear friends.
Yeah. They're both works in progress, so they're a little raggedy, but hopefully you get the drift. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for coming up with such an inspirational poem. We do like life, and yeah, thank you. We have Jayashri ma'am, Gargi Mishra, Sridharan sir, and yes. Yeah, before that, Somdatta Mitra. Please welcome Somdatta Mitra.
Good evening, everyone. I bring the fragrance from the city of joy. It's raining here, and the smell of the mud really brings a lot of sensation during this period of monsoon. So I wholeheartedly thank Mr. Prasanna Kumar sir for giving me this invitation. And I think everyone will agree with me that once we join here, there is a rejuvenation over, the discussion with poetry. So today I bring forth a little bit description about a gypsy girl, a young maiden, rather, who is so beautiful that one cannot just, pass by and does not admire her beauty. So this is all about this gypsy girl. The title I've given is The Bedouin Princess. Cathartic expressions in her green eyes invigorated passion. In a certain imbroglio, my mind sojourns to a curtain. While blinking, the days seemed to astonish my purview. A divine archangel with an aristocracy stared with a bedew. In an acumen, a dream seemed to herald how beatitude was adorned with her charisma. The Bedouin princess vended a sudden whisper in a dulciloquy manner. She evoked Cupid to perhaps goggle in that bewitchment. Her golden earrings circumscribed in its movement. It seemed a seduction embedded my conscience. Her magnanimity was like a noctilucal fireflies in a scruple. She was ornated with gold and decolleted in her attire. Her red carbuncle enticed the visitors. She danced in an oblivion. Shaking her dusky belly. She winked at the spectators, being so friendly. Her untamed glares emblazoned several sensations. Her rapid, turbulent precariousness led to a manifestation. In her jollity, she perhaps has hidden her lachrymose despair in a naked inflict. Her jejunity and incandescent glamour enmeshed my admiration for a sylph-like pulchritude. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful. May I ask you what prompted you to write down that this gypsy girl?
Actually, there was a poetry competition where I participated, and this was the topic given to us. So I thought of, relating this with all of you today.
I hope once you could write on a gypsy man too.
Sure, sir. Sometime later.
But a wonderful.
I will definitely write.
Wonderful wordsmithing went into, and thanks for coming, and please keep coming, and thank you. Please give it up for Somdatta Mitra.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now we have Jayashri Ray. Yeah, please welcome Jayashri Ray. She's been, after a long time, she's been down with health issues. So please welcome Jayashri Ray. Ma'am, unmute your mic. Jayashri Ray. Please unmute your mic.
May I audible? Audible?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening to all. I am long time absent due to my retina operation. Today I am free from our disease and eye disease, so I can see all of you. Good evening. अब बारिश का मौसम है, बरसात के मौसम है, and today Delhi is now raining. दिल्ली में बहुत बारिश हो रही है. तो पहले मैं मेरे अपनी बांग्ला में पढ़ रही हूँ, उसके बाद मैंने इंग्लिश में पढ़ूंगी. बांग्ला में है एक क्लाउड. क्लाउड का कैसे अभिमान होते हैं, ये बांग्ला की है. অভিমান. মেঘমালা বলেছিল অভিমান আমাদের জন্মজাত. একটু একটু করে ডিমের তা দেওয়ার মতো করে একদিন সমস্ত অভিমান ফেটে পড়ে. ভ্রমণ পথে দেখা উজ্জয়িনীর নাম না জানা ছোট্ট একটু টিলায় জমেছে নীল মেঘের ছায়া. আমারও অভিমানের বুকের আঁচল ঘিরে থাকার ছোট্ট ছোট্ট মিষ্টি ছায়ায় ঘেরা অভিমানের বিন্দু বিন্দু মায়া. তোমার কঠিন বুকের স্পর্শ ভেঙে ভেঙে সৃষ্টি, তা হলো বৃষ্টি. নতুন কোনো গল্প লোকের কায়া, আমি চাই না তোমার স্পর্শ মুখ রাতি, যদিও জানি দ্বীপ প্রহরে জ্বলে না সাঁঝবাতি। আরো কঠিন করে আবার ভালোবাসতে, আরো নিবিড় করে পারবে আমায় দিতে মুছে স্পর্শ কাতর মুখ চিহ্নটিকে, জীবনটাকে সরস করে যে মৌতাত বুনে চলি, ভাবতে ভাবতে কখন যে ভুলে যাব আমি আমার অভিমানের চোরাগুলি। বাংলা, মেঘমালা, Miss Clouds is my girl child. This poem, to remove the sunglass means a cloudy day we are not wear the sunglass. Please do not hesitate anymore and speak out, please, now itself and right now, if you really want me. You must be feeling that the life is like a melting pot made to pure aluminium or something else, much to have been worn out by overuses intermittently. Please do not take refuge behind the unending dialogues or monologues or the notorious incredible. Never hold back anything which you might have scripted so far, but never uttered. Whatever be that may, do not feel shy to speak out. Do not hide behind the facade of 3D technology. Just remove the sunglass which hides our real face. The facade of 3D technology, just remove the sunglasses which hide your real face. Please do not hesitate anymore and speak out, please, now itself and right now, if you really want me. Just remove the sunglasses. Thank you.
Beautiful, ma'am.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. I like the Bengali recitation very much. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So sweet. Yeah. Kind attention, my dear friends. We are coming up with this anthology called Manashatvam. It is called, what do you call it? Spelled as Manashatvam, not Manashatvam, Manashatvam. And those who have contributed or submitted the poems, you are requested to send your video, not exceeding 3 minutes, and the details have been shared on your WhatsApp. So could just try to put it all together before releasing this book. So let us move across to our next poet. Jayashree Trao is our next poet. Please welcome Jackie.
Hi. Okay. Okay. Is it okay if you come back to me later? I just joined at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm a little bit. I need a little more time.
Yes, Jackie. Please welcome. After a long gap, I think she's so busy these days, but yes, she always try to, Gargi Mishra is her name. Please welcome.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be part of this poetic journey and a lyrical meet. I have come up with a short poem, Ink and Paper. The title is Ink and Paper. The palpitations in my chest tells me to tell you that I want to tell you something. The palpitation in my chest tells me to tell you that I want to tell something to you. I want a wholehearted talk and to arrange a rendezvous. I want to listen to all What to
Ma'am,
Galaxy? Yeah, yeah. Is anything going wrong?
ma'am, can you fix your audio, please? Because it's something.
Okay, okay.
It's not audio, but it's actually a network issue. Maybe I
One.
think. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Okay. So shall I start all over again?
Yes, please.
Okay. So here is a short poem, Ink and Pepper. The palpitation in my chest tells me to tell you that I want to tell something to you. I want a wholehearted talk and to arrange a rendezvous. I want to listen to all your gibberish all day long and not speak a word. I want to promise you that you sing a song and not a single melody will go unheard. I want to be the person in your life.
So again,
I want to be like that lighter shade which helps get anything against it shine so brighter. I want to be the one who can help you to find the meaning of life. I want to tell you that the beauty of life lies in being a mistake and not chasing perfection, which often we strive. Countless nights, tireless experiments cannot discover anything. The humankind will always remember you forever. I want to be that dream. A life without passion and conviction is just another monotonous chapter. If the powerful lines are never used in real life, they are just ink and paper. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Brilliant, ma'am. Brilliant. There was some, technical, disruption, but yes, that was really beautiful and a powerful version. In fact, thank you for coming. Now moving across to our next poet. Our next poet is a little, a younger one. Yeah, please welcome Mulya Elha.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, sorry. Good evening from Indonesia. Okay. I wanna read poem from. Wait. I just asked for the permission to read her or he poetry. I don't know who is he actually, but I love his poetry. So the title is A Look at Life on number 11 by Shruti Ranjanwanti. So listen to none, go deep into the heart, where lies the beauty of love, the language of poetry, the artistic brilliance of all art and craft. Dive deep. There lies the abode of God, the nectar of life, the sanctum of peace and tranquility, and all that is finer and subtle. Look at that beautiful garden, full of colorful flowers, nice and delicate, ready to greet and love each and everyone. Feel it, the nicest creation of his. Do not play with it. Never allow the hot summer to spoil it. Let it remain. close to it, and love only.
Wow.
Mirror never lies, nor does the heart. They faithfully reflect the man within it and in front. The more clear the heart, the better and clearer the view. Thank you.
Wow. Mulya Elha, mellifluous words. So, put your hands together, my dear friends, for Mulya Elha. Thank you. Such a wonderful presentation, beautiful singing, beautiful voice. Thank you, Mulya. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Please welcome Shyamaprasad Patnaik, sir.
Good evening, dear esteemed poets. It's a great pleasure to participate in this wonderful poetry reading session. I express my sincere gratitude to Shwetha A, founder and chairperson of Hotel Bed, for inviting me to take my poem. I am equally thankful to all the members of this beautiful platform for giving me this opportunity. The poem I am going to recite is having the title Hunger and Equality. Here it goes. Hunger and equality. How could we expect equality when there is no freedom of thoughts and expression? How could we expect equality when there is poverty, hunger, and oppression? How could we expect equality when few rich men control global economy? How could we expect equality when world engulfed in war and strife? How could we expect equality when justice delayed for poor and downtrodden? How could we expect equality when there is lack of fraternity and camaraderie? How could we expect equality when there is caste, creed, and color discrimination? How could we expect equality when elders dumped into old age homes? How could we expect equality when women suppressed and their modesty outraged? How could we expect equality when we discriminate females in God's creation? How could we expect equality when people are neglected for dark skin? Let's unite to bring smiles through our verses, transmitting message of equality. And that is the end of my first poem.
Thank
so
you.
I will recite my second micro poem.
No, only sing. Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
thank
you. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hypnotic fragrance. Oh, my sweetheart, do you remember that blooming fragrance of hypnotic spring? Mesmerizing white as jasmine and ravishing red roses evoked our passionate lingering romance. Whispering reeds of cool, soothing zephyr emanated ebullient joy, made us emotional. Mellifluous melodies of nightingale duo turned us sensuous to thrill in unity. Our intense love brimmed with ecstasy, aromatic blossoms emitted everlasting ethereal bliss. Your subtle ingress into garden of my life fulfilled my cherished dream. You could become my eternal partner only after much strife and struggle. Somehow serenity and tranquility restored in our turbulent lives after many upheavals. We had to cross innumerable waves of sea, surging with high tides. We could explore elixir of bliss, only diving deep into love's ocean. That is the end of my second poem. Thank you. Thank you for listening and watching me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks one.
Indeed, how could we expect equality? That's a brilliant poem, really. Very profound and thought-provoking. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming up with beautiful poem. Please welcome poet of the soil, Sridharan Padukode.
Am I audible, Ji?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Prasanna Ji, and this wonderful opportunity I got here. Okay. As usual, I just like to begin. Manase ninake നിനക്കെന്തു ഭംഗി എൻ മനസ്സേ നിനക്കെന്തു ഭംഗി വിളിച്ചാലും ഓരോരോ പേരിട്ടു നിന്നെ തളിച്ചാലും ഓരോരോ വർണ്ണങ്ങൾ നിന്നിൽ വിതച്ചാലും ഓരോന്നെടുക്കാൻ എളുപ്പം ഒളിപ്പിച്ചു വെച്ചു മുഖത്തെങ്കിലും ഞാൻ മനസ്സേ നിനക്കെന്തു ഭംഗി. The poem goes like that. To make both ends meet, very short poem. To make both ends meet. Since the ends are so large, I find it difficult to make both ends meet. Since the ends are so large, I find it difficult to make both ends meet. So I have decided to reduce the length of the ends. So I have decided to reduce the length of the ends. Thank you. Thank you very much.
As always, you never, fail to impress us with your short poems, and that is very well. I mean, Chris, but yes, message filled in. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was something.
Thank you.
So, please welcome from Jamaica, Jennifer Garnatz. Jennifer, please unmute your mic. You're still on. Please unmute, Jennifer. We're trying to.
Remote. Okay, hi.
Hi. How is it going?
Okay, good. Thanks. It's nice to be back. I attended an art gallery exhibition in Jamaica last weekend, and one of the paintings, the title of it was so unusual. It was titled "What's Behind the Love?"
Jennifer, you're muted. Yeah.
You speak love, of loving me wholeheartedly. You smile at me. I believe I see longing in your eyes. I feel your touch, hot fingers burning with desire, setting my body on fire, willingly giving your body to me, seeking my reciprocation as you cover my senses with your overwhelmingly sweet, electrifying love potion. But it seems only temporarily, though I longed for you eternally. Was it all a love mask you were wearing? Something is amiss. I sensed it in your today's morning kiss, so different from yesteryear. I heard it in the way you called my name. I saw it in the way you looked at me as you turned your head away, cutting your eye, not revealing why. Your love is waning, though my love for you is waxing, though I'm still full of yearning. What's behind your love mask? Can it be you are two-timing me? Now, I wish my love for you was not so strong enough to make me so weak enough to be so deeply hurt inside that I feel the gut-wrenching pain, sensing, now knowing my love for you is all in vain. Leaving me, this hurt will hurt, leaving me in mental agony for months to come after you've gone to the other one. Why yesterday make love to me so passionately, then today burst my romantic bubble, leaving my heart in a confused rubble? Was that your selfish parting gift? Flying me sky high in sweet ecstasy unexpectedly, dropping me like a bomb, exploding into oblivion. What's really behind your love mask? What really is the personality you have so cunningly, so successfully been fooling me, made a complete fool of me, hidden behind your secret love mask? What is really behind your love mask? Thank you.
Wow, Jennifer. Wow, that's a comeback for Jennifer. Please, please.
Thank you, thank you.
Loud. Please. Thank you, Jennifer. And we have remind. Oh, who is there? Yes, Jackie. Jackie, are you ready? Jackie. Jackie, if you're ready, you could just.
Yes, I am. Do we read one poem or two poems?
Yeah, one.
Okay. I'll just read this one. The breakup. They said we made a good couple, but I didn't think so. It wasn't about my beauty or your handsomeness. We were not making a movie or doing a photo shoot. That's not what love is all about. The eyes, the skin, the muscles. The truth is, I'm a nerd and I will always be one, glued to the computer screen with my thick spectacles and worsening eyesight. You, on the other hand, will always be melodramatic, feeling deeply about things people cannot see beyond the surface, the looks. Thank you.
That was beautiful. So, Jackie, thanks for coming. We have Sylvia Yang. Please welcome Sylvia. Unmute your mic. Sylvia, please unmute your mic. Sylvia Ang, please unmute your mic. So I think we are pretty much finished.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm back. Yeah, my screen disappeared. I look for my screen.
Please go ahead. You're muted, Sylvia. Please turn on your mic. Sylvia. Please turn on your mic.
Is it unmute now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. You are beautiful girl. Do you know you are beautiful girl? I can't take your eyes off you. Your voice make me quiver. How I want to be closer to you. How I wish I could touch your lip, kiss you 1,000 times. I need you, girl. Please don't run away from me. I read around you. It seems forever. I got a secret that we went to the secret garden. Make a vow that we belong to one another. Will you have a slow dance with me? It makes me feel better. When can I see you again? This poetry artwork signifies young love. That's all.
And that's beautiful, John. Sylvia, as always. Yes, let us close this evening with my reading. I mean, a poem, and please, accept my humble thanks for the prayers that you've been, pouring out.
Prasannaji, I
Yeah.
request you to recite your poem. Okay.
Yes. But before that, please accept my humble thanks and regards for you all. I mean, for the prayers that you exchange. I mean, for the yes, I will read now, and I just have closed that. Let me move ahead in the realms of dreams. Let's float along with clouds in the vista of the skyline. Let's tap feet in response to the tinkles of the tune. Let's spiral on the dance floor, skating across the arena of vast boundaries. Let's dive in the rhythm of life. Let's play the symphony of rhymes. Thank you, my dear friends. That was a short one, and yeah, I was like short. But yes, we have one lost poet who is just joined, and please welcome her. I think she's has been connecting.
Yeah, a rhythm of life,
Yeah,
rhythm of
rhythm
life, rhythm of optimism. Okay.
Yeah. Please welcome Saraswati, our lost poet, Saraswati Poswal. Ma'am, you could present your sing a short poem of yours. Saraswati Poswal.
Hello, good
Yes,
evening.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Thank
You
you,
can
thank you so
present.
much, Kumarji. Sorry, I was in the journey actually. I've just reached home just now. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I'll recite with one of my short poem. The title of my poem is Future. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone, all the eminent poets here, K. Kumarji, for giving this platform and opportunity. And the title of my poem is Future. Future is following us. Future is following us. Be in present. Enjoy every moment of life to embrace, love and cuddle with heart to live. Prepared for warm welcome, you cannot be right every time. You can always never be wrong as well. You cannot ignore the beauty and duty which keeps you alight, making perfect with your tendril smile. Don't intervene in this time solution of the life or future. Leave it on something, sometime. Denying the past, accepting the present happily. Construct your future full of bliss. Contour of the life is exclusive every time. Be rational and prepared for everything. What to have? You have many desires for yourself and others. No regret and grudges can change and mark any change in future. Never wait for the present to go and future to arrive. Morning will turn into evening and the evening will turn into dark night. The night will turn into bright morning. This is the future and life.
Very true, ma'am. Very true. Thankfully, I mean, you joined, and please, that is so beautiful, and live in the present. Forget that is so moral. I mean, lesson went into something beautiful. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you for coming up. It's a short one, but yes, just try to meet together and have a little one. But yes, thanks for your prayers, and we'll join next week with your big one, or maybe yes, we could just have a,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.